Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome if you are new. This is going to be a weekly reading for my Gemini. This will be a bonus birthday reading for my Geminis. I'm going to start doing little bonus readings for the birthday month, and we do have the sun entering Gemini tomorrow, Tuesday, May 20th at 2:55 p.m. The sun in Gemini is adaptable. It's versatile. It's communicative. Can be witty, logical, expressive, sociable. It's got that dualistic nature. It's symbolized by the twins, right? So you're more flexible. It's a fun, lighthearted time, good time to meet new people, explore new ideas, learn new things. Sun in Gemini makes us extremely fast and smart and adaptable and curious. The shadows to Gemini energy can be a little tension, some nervousness. There could be some cunning energy, very inquisitive, maybe a little bit of superficial energy noticed as well. So just things to keep in mind. All right, so this will be the Gemini, and this is the beginning of Gemini season. The 25th and 26th really stood out to me. We have Mercury entering into Gemini on the 25th, and then the moon the day after. We have a new moon in Gemini on the 26th, which is also on Memorial Day. So exciting times. Really good time to get out, to communicate with others, to conversate, especially when we're speaking in terms of Mercury entering into Gemini, all right? Because Mercury is very expressive in Gemini. Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo. So there will just be a very, it just feels like a very good social time, like a good time to get out and network and create and hang out with your friends, right? A good time. The weather is perfect for it as well. So, all right, let's get into the reading. We're going to start actually with the animal spirit, the wild unknown animal spirit oracle. One of my faves. I actually have it in two shapes, two sizes. Alright, Gemini. Let's look at what this Gemini season is to bring us. And so this is a reading that I recommend everybody check out. I always recommend that you check out your sun, your moon, and your rising sign, as well as any prominent energies that we may be having currently. And so this would classify as a prominent energy, right? Being that we're stepping into Gemini season. So this will affect, obviously, my Gemini sun, moon, and risings even more powerfully. But this will be a very collective reading as well. All right. We have the spider. The spider has been coming out the past couple weeks. I actually had one in my car the other day, and surprisingly it didn't give me the ick. Like, it was just a little tiny itty bitty baby spider, and I think it was just there to remind. I couldn't even find it. I lost in my car. I'm like, please find your way out of my car, I don't want you to get smothered in here. But it reminded me of the web that we weave and the shit that we get ourselves into. It's an energy of creation. Like, what are we creating here? And then we have the cobra, the wise inner teacher. The cobra is our inner vision. It's our Kundalini energy, right? It's the wisdom within. And then we have the moth here, which is, it can be a little bit impulsive, right? The moth energy has a tendency to move from one thing to the next kind of quickly. So let's see what comes out here. We're gonna clarify with the same deck. Tell me about this spider. Tell me about this cobra. That's funny. And tell me about the moth. Okay, so what this is saying is we got the dragonfly to talk about the spider here, to clarify the spider. So the dragonfly is the master of light, also the master of illusion. All right, when speaking in terms of the web that you are creating, the life that you're creating, the path that you're choosing to create, is it filled with light or illusion? Are you fooling yourself? Or are you walking in clarity, mastery? The camel speaks to our inner resources. That's why I laughed when it came out on top of the cobra, because the cobra is the inner teacher. You have more resources here than maybe you're giving attention to or realizing even. Yeah, I think you need to remember the resources that you have. This message has been coming out quite often as well. The camel is a very calm, stable, resilient energy. And to clarify the moth, we've got the cheetah in reverse. Slow down. Okay? Slow down. Because there could be some impatience here. I'm just getting slow down. I need to sit your ass down. You're doing too much. in some way, you might be doing too much. Not saying in every way, but there's something here that is asking you, where's the illusion? For some, this could be some sabotage. Check in with your inner resources, the tools that you have, especially those that have been on this path of awakening for some time. You have a tool belt of tools, of resources that you can use. If you haven't tapped into these resources yet, or need some new ones, or need to remember some of them, just ask. Dear Spirit, show me what I need to know. Give me the tools, give me the resources that I need to go about my business, to handle whatever it is that I need to handle here. And then be open for how it comes in. Okay, because Spirit moves in metaphor in this non-linear way. It will show up. But it probably won't show up how you expect. It might, but probably not. It's going to show up when you drop your resistance. This is why I speak about meditation so freaking much, because when you drop into this place where you're in flow, right? You drop into this place of relaxation, of that 0 point the place I call that place of pure potential, right? It's in this place that you can start to weave your web with light, with clarity, with understanding, with foundation, with stability, with competence. There's a lot of potential here. All right. Let's get a couple cards. You know what? Actually, we're going to get some tarot out here first. And then we'll pull from the shamanic or the mystical shaman oracle. All right, tell me what my Gemini energy needs to know. Oh, there's cards down here I did not notice. Interesting. We got the sea serpent and the raccoon. Look at how she's eating her own tail. This is the web that we weave. It's our own creation. This card has to do with the navel, your center of relationships and desires. What is it that you truly desire, and what shadows might be lurking? The raccoon is shadowy energy, but it is also a very artistic, creative force. But when in its shadow, it could give that like starving artist sort of vibe. But there's more to be created here. It's within you. You have the resources. There's something here that is manifesting that is not what you want. There's realization that this isn't what I want. Yet, there's some resistance here. There's been some resistance in taking action, in letting go of something that you know damn well is not good for you, or that you shouldn't really be entertaining. There's that illusion, the smoke and mirrors. Yeah, I just think some shadows are coming up. They're showing themselves, and it's time to put some shit down. Whatever it is. For some, this could be mindsets for sure. This is about doing things in a new way, in a way that is more aligned with integrity. It's about creating a new path. What they're showing me is a new path with the parts. They're showing me fragments of a mirror, and putting those fragments back together again, whole, as a whole being. inspiring freedom, liberation. Look at how the horse's third eye is lit up. It's your inner being, your inner teacher coming out, providing a source for stability, for security, for freedom, for liberation. Really? It's a new way of creating, but you have to forget what you knew. Right? You have to forget probably a lot of what you've been taught, a lot of the ways of being, the ways of acting, the ways of moving. To restore your confidence, your fire energy, your spark, your creative force. There's some heart grief or heartbreak or heart walls here that are being mended. But you've got to put some things down, and I do think it's a way of thinking, a mentality. Yeah, there's a new way of thinking that you are creating that's going to help you to put aside. Also, this is putting aside that feeling of needing to win at all costs. It's you dropping the resistance. You're dropping the you just, I don't know how to put this into words. You're dropping, it's not resistance. It is a form of resistance, but it's clinging to that desire of needing it so bad, right? You're dropping that. And in that dropping, the resistance drops. Because there's realization here that you could be operating from fear, from worry, from your past, from your shadows, from your demons. And you're trying to line things up for yourself. Right? And there's realization that there's certain things that you may need to walk away from and just leave in the past. Whatever that might be for you. It's whatever has been worrying you, bothering you, affecting you. There's some thoughts that need to be noticed. They need to be recognized. And there's some things that need to be dropped here because you're holding too much. Be careful of the story that you're telling. All right, be very careful of the story that you're telling. I want to get a couple of the moon, Queen of the Moon, and then we'll go with the Shaman. We got protection here. You are being guided, Divine One, all right? Have faith. You are being guided, you are being protected, and you are growing. Whether you see that or not, if you look back at the you that was you a year ago, would you go back to that version of you? No, of course you wouldn't. Right? So give yourself the credit that you deserve. You have grown a lot. And sometimes we just need to get out of our own way. to have faith that everything is as it should be. All right, you're moving into this place of that's even more full of peace and even more full of abundance and prosperity and growth and all of the things, all of the beautiful things that you have been calling in. It's time to be and to stop sabotaging and stop with the illusions. It's time to really step into your power here. All right, you have protection, you have your guides, your angels, your source. Maybe these are some of the tools that you need to utilize a little more. You have an entourage of benevolent helpers at your aid, at your assistance. All you have to do is call on them. What advice do we have here? Thank you. Ooh. We got the spiral and the owl. Number 50. We got Taming the Wind on the bottom. 50 breaks down to a 5. 5 is change, transformation, but if you're stuck in the spiral, the spiral is also here and here, here. From the galaxies in the sky to the shells on the beach, right? That spiral is found extensively in the natural world. And its shape, in the shape of a coiled serpent, has been used since ancient times as a tool for growth, for transformation. The spiral is a guide for entering deep into one's consciousness and into the unknown, and then extending far out into the heavens, right? It's crucial to surrender to this journey until the exhausted paradigm dissolves in the depths of the psyche and its energy is released to give birth to this new reality here. All right, to renew yourself, you got to shed your old skin. You've already done this, so don't keep scraping away at the old, but welcome in the new soft skin that's starting to grow. Break the habit of working on your faults all the time. All right, let nature take its course. Know that, yes, new skin feels vulnerable and scary at times, but it's time to trust the medicine of the spiral, right? As it's guiding this journey of renewal, right? This is the descent to the depths and a rebirth energy. Don't allow anything to get in the way of this process, all right? So the time is right and the forces of nature are supporting you. You could create a little ritual with the spiral using stones or twigs or yarn. Build a spiral on the ground that's large enough to walk through with at least 3 turns. And then enter the spiral slowly, intentionally, And once in the center, you can offer to the earth the feelings or a situation that you no longer want in your life. And then as you walk back the way you entered, feel that empowerment, that recharge for your new journey. Allow all of your senses to come in. And then we've got, what is this, number 39, breaking down to the divine number 12, which breaks down to the Holy Trinity. Number 3, the mind, body, and soul connection. The owl. The owl is the master of the night. She can see situations with perfect clarity, more so when it's dark. And she's able to discern truth when others are sightless. All right? She helps you find your light and your lightness in the darkest moments, and to embrace the night as your ally. All right, the owl also can bring messages from the invisible world. Right? She opens your ears so that you can hear the voices of the ancestors and acquire their wisdom and make it your own. Right? So the invitation with the owl is to look around you and to notice every detail and to find the hidden messages brought to you by the owl. All right? Don't shoot the messenger. All right? Be grateful to the friend who shows you what you might have not wanted to see until now. Okay? Observe all the facets of the diamond without judgment. Remember, the facets you dislike are often mirrors of the parts of you that you don't want to recognize. Right? Don't be afraid of the truth. It'll become your compass. The owl guards against self-deception and insists that your motives be pure and transparent to all. So what is the message that you're not hearing, or the situation that you're not seeing with clarity? Owl medicine invites you to wait patiently, to bide your time until it's the right time to act, and then to do so decisively with no hesitation or remorse. And then last but not least, I want to speak on this. We got master number 55. So we got 555 out here. Again, change, transformation, the metamorphosis process. 55, taming the wind. We've got the feather here, a symbol that's used in clearing ceremonies, smudging, which reminds you of the sacred commitment that you make to your life. It's the symbol of consciously bringing the spiritual into the material, infusing the world with reverence and an acknowledgement of the higher planes of existence that influence and animate all of life, right? The feather is a symbolic reminder of deliberately entering into a partnership with the Great Spirit in order to co-create for the highest good of all. So it may be time to clear your energy, to be present, and also to become conscious of how you communicate. A good time to write in a journal. Put your thoughts into a cohesive form. Perhaps you actually need to do a smudging little ceremony in your home or your office, creating a sacred space to write about your dreams and your desires. Just remember, when this card appears, when Taming the Wind appears as a symbol, it's time to honor the Great Spirit with reverence and respect. All right? It also may be time for some of you to clean up any misunderstandings that you might have with others, to clear the air after disagreements, or to allow others maybe to share their side of things. You're being called to be a good listener. And this is not the time to be right. It's time for you to understand rather than be understood. All right? Good things come out of this restraint of tongue and pen. You'll be surprised at how things get resolved when you allow for all sides to have value. And I just want to get one or two of these crystal angel cards for you guys to wrap things up. Thank you guys so much for liking and sharing and commenting, subscribing, and happy birthday to all my Geminis out there. Let me know in the comments how Gemini is part of your life. Are you a Gemini sun, moon, rising, or are you just here because it's a prominent energy? Let me know. All right, Gemini. Ooh. We got smoky quartz, clearing negativity. Release negativity from within or around you. We got clear quartz. So quartz and quartz, you guys. Quartz is the stone, and I actually have this actually, I think this is either a clear quartz or a smoky quartz. I'm not sure. But quartz is the energy or the crystal that can be programmed. It's a programmable quartz, all right? It says for clear quartz, let yourself feel all your emotions. Your entire rainbow spectrum of feelings is sending you important messages and guidance, all right? So let yourself feel all your emotions. On the bottom, we've got gold, divine intervention. God sends miracles to answer sincere prayers. Thank you guys again for being here. Thank you for liking and sharing and commenting. Every time you guys interact with my content, it allows it to be expanded so more people can get value from its contents. So I appreciate you. Make sure you are subscribed. Tap that notification bell if you would like to be notified of upcoming videos. Love you guys. Take good care.